Perfect. Okay, now, so when there's two households, I'll
So
bring
yes,
it.
here's my suggestion. All
Okay,
right, for I don't know, a couple weeks, for a month, however they come across. I want you to keep a list of commingled households.
okay,
All right, so it's not gonna be, don't address it unless the client is asking for it to be addressed.
okay.
But really just keep a list. Let's just say you come across um three different households where you're mixed with another agent. All right, you have,
Gotcha.
and it's usually commercial and personal. It's not home and auto. Hopefully we've, like, that didn't
Right.
happen. It's mostly commercial.
Commercial and
So keep a list at the end of the month, say, hey, Christine, here's my list of commingled households.
okay.
And then I'll help you come up with a plan to approach the other agents. And it would be, in that case, it would be a trade.
Okay.
Like, I would like to have those fixed, but it's definitely, I want to make it as even as possible. So
Got it.
that's probably where Austin was coming from, but I want to make sure too that if there is, like, he has a relationship with this person, let's just say a business owner, but so do you.
Right.
All right, then is there another household that's like that? And you can commit to one and he can commit to the other. Like,
Oh,
you,
like taking
Mhm.
John and then taking
Yeah,
Sue. That way
yeah.
we're not like half of
Mhm.
John and
Yeah,
he has
no, I
half.
don't like
Okay.
commingled households. It's
Okay.
confusing.
Yes.
And so we're gonna fix those as they come up, but it's gonna be in the most equitable way
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
All right, so um, if you ever feel like uh, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of a little
Right.
bit, uh, numbers don't lie. All
Okay.
right, so if you feel that, say, hey, let's lay out the premium that this household is generating, and let's
Okay.
lay out another household that you're willing to swap me with. I want to
Oh,
make sure it's, I mean, equitable premium per
right.
year that
Right.
it's generating. You shouldn't, neither should he give
Right.
up something that
That's
is giving you, one shouldn't outweigh the other. There should be
gotcha.
equitable if we're gonna split it.
Okay. Yeah, because I noticed like, yeah, Chris doesn't want, well, some of them, and he was like, nope, I got all these because we've just been servicing them. And I was like, that's fine because there was so much, and I'm still learning all that on how to service. And I was like, that's fine, whatever's best for the client. That's my number one thing. I mean, once I get the flow and get better, like now I'm like, okay, now it's time to start grinding out, getting out in the office, which like Friday I have an all day appointments outside, which
Good.
is like finally out
Hmm.
of here. And I'm like, well, I'll take care of servicing Friday night or Saturday morning.
Yeah, you can't, Jimmy, there's absolutely no way that you can, like, right now, you have to be writing business.
Right. And that's
You
where,
can't spend your time servicing.
okay.
The it is, it's great to retain households, right? But not at the expense of not bringing,
Missing.
yeah.
Gotcha.
You have to, I mean, even what I sent you
Yeah,
this
this
morning,
morning
the
you saw
enhanced
that.
submission,
Yeah.
okay?
And
Um,
I have a lot of people in the pipeline, but it's just like they're on the fence. I'm like, just let me know either way. But
well, those are, and
that's
so it's okay, and then it's set a follow-up date next. Like,
gotcha.
I cannot emphasize this enough at this point, that you have to be bringing in business.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm
I know that your commission check had that extra bonus on it,
right.
but imagine not having that bonus on
Oh,
there.
no, that's why last month it was like it sucked. Like, and
You
I'm like,
have to take advantage of the multiple.
okay.
You have to. The book you got is just a supplement.
Right,
It's just a
right.
supplement.
I feel like it's a declining book just because everybody's canceling or not service. And oh, I didn't even know Merrill had them. And when I call people up, they're like, well, doesn't country know? Let us know. I was like, that's a great question. I
Let
don't
us
know, but
know
I'm
what.
here. Let us know that there's a new agent that the other agent has left. I was
Letters
like,
should have been sent out,
okay.
right? Like, probably
One,
in July, maybe. And who
okay.
knows? Like, you see
Right.
what the
Well,
client
and that's
needs
what
with
I'm
this
seeing
book.
now. When you said that, like everybody's like, "Oh, Jimmy, taking like they want." I'm not believing them as much as I should believe in country because I'm noticing now a couple of times like yes, there is the emails. There is this guy sent. Like there was one guy that we had an issue, and it was like his mom was written with Austin, and then he was written with Merrill. And I was like, no, I'll take him. But then he was like, and I told him, here's how to fix your problem. You have to call billing because they are the ones that can fix it. They need all this stuff on here because I can't spend hours on that. And that's where I'm like, it's so I don't want to call it billing or I call it my team care or whatever. I can rename it like my specialist, I don't know how would you rephrase that? Because that's to me is me trying to, they're trying to teach me the billing and going here. I was like, this is just over my head right now.
Are you talking about the automatic monthly payment to
Yes,
AP transition?
yes.
You should not be doing any of that.
Okay,
Nobody should be doing that.
that's
It
okay.
all should be done by the billing specialist.
Okay.
And
And
if
that's,
somebody doesn't want to give up control because they want to control it with their client, you're wasting your time.
yeah, that's what I've
Country
like.
has equipped these, but they're much quicker at it.
Okay. Yeah. And that's all,
And
like you
it's
said,
the
they,
agent, it's their way of doing it, Jimmy, but I do not want you spending time
yeah,
doing that.
no.
The only thing that you should touch is if when they get with the billing specialist and they refuse to change the date on the policy, like they need it a certain date,
Okay.
then you may have to rewrite the policy, right?
Okay.
To satisfy that with the client.
Okay.
But that's the only, you should not be in any, and you can call it, yeah, I'm gonna transfer you over to my billing specialist
Okay.
specifically. They're the ones that are experts. I want you to be taken care of in the
Gotcha.
best possible way.
Okay.
So,
Just, yeah,
no,
that's where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to help them, but it is taking way more
no.
time doing that in the,
So imagine doing all of, imagine whatever service work it is. At the end of the month, you're like, oh, I didn't write any new business.
yeah,
You
and
can't,
that's
no, you
right.
can't do that.
Okay.
So you have to prioritize what you're servicing,
Okay.
really.
Well, and I need to, well, and I have, like, this morning I got all their quotes, got their information, need all their information so I can quote them accurately. If I'm missing out, like,
Yeah.
bits and pieces. I was like, no, oh, why do I have to do this? I was like, because this is the only way I can get you an accurate quote.
Mhm.
If it goes through and you like the quote, then I'm gonna need your social. So I'm letting them know up front. That way there's no other hidden surprises.
Good.
But
Yeah.
I have a farm that I'm having Monica help me quote with. He's got multiple houses and vehicles and all this. And I was like, I've never
So
done a
Jimmy,
farm.
is that a personal friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's the dentist
Okay.
and he's getting a builder's risk and he's having all this. So he's got a lot of vehicle like
So Monica's, thank goodness, if you didn't have her
I'm
helping you, I would say do not touch it.
yeah, no, and
It's
that's
too
where
complicated for you.
yep, I already got all the information that she
Yeah.
needs
Oh,
and
good.
she
Okay.
told me what I needed, the forms. I was like, send him here so I can do the footwork, so I can go there to his office and get
Mhm.
it and
Good.
all that. And I'm paying her to help me
Yes.
write this as opposed to just going in Chris. I mean, we're just gonna do it after hours until I know how to
Okay.
do
Okay.
some of this, because that's something that
Here's what I don't want you to do. I do not want you learning the farm system, right?
yeah, this is one
I
and
don't,
done
because
for
it's
now.
gonna change.
Okay.
All right, it's all like imagine DOS. It's blue
Yeah,
zone.
that's exact. Yeah, I went through
Okay.
and she was like, this is Blue Zone and she knows all the codes and all that.
Pay her to do that. If you come up with
Okay.
another one that you feel is worth time to pay her to do,
Okay.
then that's an opportunity you decide. But
Gotcha.
I don't want her training you how to do it on that system.
Okay. Okay.
I'd
Because
rather
that was
you write life insurance and, you know, on
right.
systems that you know. The
Right.
farm system is gonna change in 2027,
Okay.
right? So I don't want you learning the farm system.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'll just tell her, hey, if I get a farm, can you write it through this and then I'll pay you a
Mhm.
commission off of that.
Yeah.
That works through. What is something that's fair to pay or a commission like that?
That's a negotiation between you and her.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever done any of that?
Mhm.
No. Okay.
No.
My
And
next,
be willing what she's willing to help you with, you
right.
know? like, I think it would be just an hourly rate would be
Okay.
like how much time. You know,
Yeah.
track her time on how much time she's spending on it. I mean, that's really what you're paying her to do, is to
Right.
quote it for you.
Yep.
So,
Okay. And we agreed like on that pay
good.
on the last one, like 25 bucks an hour. She's like, oh, that's more than generous. I was like, are you sure? Well, and it's not a long term, but I don't know if I want to put her on my payroll. But then it's like, well,
No, on this, I just pay her under the table, really.
okay.
You're just paying like after hours for her time. She's like an independent contractor for you, you
Okay.
know? Yeah,
And yeah, and like I said, I'm starting to stay away from those like farms. Oh, here's farm, or I can talk to Chris. Hey, here's a farm. Can we split? Is that something that agents
you
do?
can't split.
You can't
P&C.
split. Okay, gotcha.
But it could be an arrangement that you have with him for the referral,
Okay,
you
a
know?
referral to send him other stuff.
But what's the difference? He's gonna hand it to Monica
Yeah, and I'm
and she's
gonna
gonna quote it and then she'll write it for him. Why
right.
don't you just pay her to write it for you?
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will. I mean, that will
Since,
be
yeah.
more beneficial for me.
So, any questions on your production, your grid?
Yeah, like I mean, I'm on tier B. Um, because this is months 4 to 6 right in here.
It's the same, you're on tier, you get a 3 times multiplier. Um. Hang on a minute.
You're on the, yeah, enhanced agents tier report, right? August.
I'm setting up my coaching note for you. Yeah, so that report that I sent out to you like last night was really, it just tells you, hey, what do you need? You already have in your month to date, you already have one PIF or VIF. So you already hit tier B for the month.
Okay. So how many more do I need?
What do you see when you look at that?
So when I see, so go, oh, I see, I need one more. Do I see one in red? I need one more to achieve?
Tier B?
Tier
Yeah.
B, okay,
And then what does it say that you need for tier A?
21.
Yeah.
And tier, okay, so 21 Piff and Biffs.
Do you know where that number comes from?
No.
All right. So
I don't want to come on your side.
no,
Oh.
we're just, yeah, just to, all right. So when you look down here, you are
Okay.
months.
Oh, 4 and 6 right here.
Yes, and so you see the different numbers in a rolling 3 that you need.
Okay.
So it's telling you 50 for tier A, 30 for tier B, 10 for tier C, and then 0.
Oh,
Right?
gotcha.
Is that what you're
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm going down. Yep.
Yeah. So what it's saying is you need 50 PIF in a rolling 3. So if we're in September, right? Today, this month is September, so this is going to count as one of those months.
Okay.
Then we're going to take August and July data. So that's where she's coming up with this. I can't really see
Okay.
it right here. So it's monthly P&C live for July. So
Oh,
you
okay, I
had
see.
13,
July,
and then for August you had 16. So you add those up, and that's 29.
Okay.
And that's why in order to get 30, you just need one more.
Okay.
And then in order to get 50, you need 21 more.
Okay.
Because the system is going to take
Gotcha.
July,
3 months.
August, September.
September. Okay. Okay.
And then the next month, July's falling off. You'll have
Gotcha.
August, September, October.
Okay, so it's always going to be a month behind, a month current, and a month in the future.
Well, it's the current month.
Or the
you're
current
in,
month.
and
So
the
2
2 in the
months,
past.
2 in the past. Okay. Okay. Now I
Yeah.
got it. Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
of course you're gonna have, here's what I want you to imagine, Jimmy, because I feel like I feel like it will create more sense of urgency for you. Like I can't emphasize the sense of urgency for you to bring in new business, to take advantage of that 3 times multiplier, right?
Mhm.
Um, because I don't feel like you are feeling the effect of that multiplier because you just have renewals coming in, right? You're getting your PIF from the conversion. And so it's
Right,
really not, it's fake. It's
right,
not real.
right,
Just as Jeremy, like
right,
yours and Jeremy's numbers are not
right,
real. Neither are Devin's. All right. All three of you are getting the tier advantage because of the converted auto policies. You're not seeing the negative, you're only
right,
seeing the positive.
right.
And it's inflating you up on these tiers, which is a good thing for you. So that's why I'm saying you have to take advantage. I want you to feel that by getting that 3 times multiplier on everything you're bringing in. New business.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm quoting people like and waiting, trying to set them up, trying to get them in person instead of quoting over the phone. No, let's go in, let's go through
Mhm.
this coverage. We can go over it on the phone, but not just gonna send it out in a quote because they're like, oh, just send it to me. I was like, nope, here's how I work. We're gonna set it up like because I want to make sure you understand it and that we're on the same page. And if I need to make those adjustments, I can make them right then and there
Yeah.
with you. And it's just a matter of getting people to commit to a time or setting in or a Zoom or whatever or a Teams, whatever it is a
Yeah.
challenging part for me because I have like Janet and we keep on texting. I was like, no, you live right around the corner. I can come over in the
Yeah.
evenings. I was all, you're getting ready. You want this quoted. And this wasn't one that I had asked Andy because he had her business prior. And I wanted to make sure that he
Oh,
was
Andy.
still, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
hey, are you okay? Because she's a personal friend and he's had a personal relationship. Her son's with you. Her son wanted an auto quote. I was like, nope, you go through Andy because he's already
Oh, yeah. If it's already
with,
his.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she left because I went to Safeco and I was like, nope, you got to come back to country because I'm here now.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, well, I got all her information just like I have this guy's Dax. I'm like, okay, well, here and now I got it, but now let's set up a meeting. And once I go in there and I couldn't win his business because we were too high. So I'm like, okay, well, it's on the pipeline for
Yeah.
next month
So
or next year.
and so I want to make sure that I want to make sure you understand this, right? From a multiplier 3 times, I want you to feel the effect of that in your commission check, right?
Right. I don't think I have just because I haven't. I mean, I understand just because of the bonuses and those, the initial part, but now it's like, Um, yeah, I haven't because I'm like I'm here to work, but I don't know what else I can do differently besides not being in here as much as I've been in here. Like
Yeah.
I need to be out talking. And my challenge too is people don't want to use the Canopy app. So I'm like, okay, well, you don't want to use that, send me your deck page or
Mhm.
just let me take a picture of your driver's license and I'll start it from scratch. Like, are those three good resources? Like
Yeah.
we can go, here's the updated version, here's the old school, and then here's the manual version. And I told them just like that. That's how I can do it. So what's best for you?
Yeah.
And anything else I can do differently
Yeah.
than that? Because I'm running into people. I'm like, hey, here's the app. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna send it. And he's like, well, I've had multiple claims. I was like, well, still fill it out. Let's
Yeah.
see. I won't know until we actually put you in the system. I can't tell you anything until
Mhm.
I actually have your data. And he's like, yep, he's getting dropped. And I was like, I don't know what else,
You might be in casualty, but
but at least this way I was like, yeah, country looks at all the things on here and doesn't drop you if you had a claim unless you've had multiple claims and
yeah.
you're doing small claims. It's got to be catastrophic, not just like, oh, I have
Some
insurance. This was on his home. He had some leakage and State Farm dropped him. And I was all, how many claims? How many other claims have you had? He's all, I've had a few. I was like, okay, well, what is a few? And he's like, oh, and then he changed the subject. I was like, well, don't beat around the bush because I'm gonna find it out. And I'm your buddy. Like, you can't, I don't know. He was just,
Jimmy, there's some people that when they're making bad decisions
and
or
then,
trying, I'm not saying he's fraudulent, but
right.
trying to hide,
Yeah.
maybe he's embarrassed, you
And
know? Like you can't control
yeah.
that.
And that's what and I was like, I've known him for years. I just haven't
Yeah.
seen him in years. And he was gonna work out at the gym. And I was like, no, like, I was like, you know how I am. Nothing's changed. I'm just doing it here now in the insurance world, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know what else. Well, and today I'm going out to some medical offices, just like, hey, gotta pay my bill, by the way.
Mhm.
Here's my card if you guys ever need a review, another set of eyes. And that's all I'm doing is just like planting seeds and trying to give as much
Yep.
out there, but doing that daily. Because I've
Yeah.
been in here this last week now. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like
Yeah.
in here, I'm gonna do sporadic where
Mhm.
come in here, service, and then get back out and get
Yeah.
into the field and
Yeah.
talking to people and running into people. I
Yeah.
mean, that is my biggest
How many how many how many quotes are you working on right now? And I don't mean
um,
individual, I mean like
um
people,
Janet,
households.
Holly, Andre, four.
Okay.
Four people. Yeah, and some of them is I keep on reaching out and they keep on ghosting me. I was like, man, and I don't know, and bring my sense of humor. I was like, I would not either way. I would not do this to you. Man up and just let me know whether you want me to keep on handling you because I'm texting you, I'm communicating to you, and you're ghosting me, and I don't put up with that,
Mhm.
and that's bull. And I told him straight up, that's BS. Why would you go through this and then not
Yeah.
follow up with, no, Jimmy, I'm not good. I'm good. Like I don't want to be lingering. Like now, I'm starting to be a little bit more not cocky, but more like let me know
More
either way.
direct.
More direct,
You're
yeah.
being
Because
more
I
direct.
think that's my biggest thing is getting the friends and family. Like,
So here's my and it's a cycle, right? Like you have to experience um what you would approach, like common sense, how you would approach people.
right.
And now you're experiencing how they react to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you should start changing your approach. And I don't mean the approach, I mean
Right.
setting the expectation
Right.
where
That's
you might describe, hey, here's what I've been seeing with some people that I've been
okay.
approached, that I'm trying to help is they're all in it, but then they don't respond to me after I
Okay.
quote them, and I'm a big boy. You can tell
Yeah.
me no.
Right.
Like so can we agree right now that we won't cut
Okay.
off the communication? Just, if I send you something and it's way out of line or you're not in a position right now to switch or whatever it may be, just man up and tell me.
Okay.
So then I'm not wasting my time trying to chase you,
Right.
right? So however you need to say that to set that
No.
expectation.
Yeah, I think that's what I wasn't setting up at the very beginning is like, yeah, this is good for 7 days. And, hey, it's on here. Price is going
Mhm.
to change. Insurance changes daily. So this is locked in for the next 7 days. But even with Sam, like, I was like, okay, well, when do you want, when does you and your girlfriend want us to sit down and meet? We want to talk about life insurance. Your father-in-law said that. Remember when we brought him into
Yes,
the office? I was like, dude, it's either yes or no. Like, just don't.
you could even say, hey, Christine was asking about you the other day.
Okay.
She's waiting for the next appointment. Like,
Okay.
when are we gonna talk life?
I will. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to go after commercial, but I think that's just too much over my head right now, too.
If you
To
have a hot list, Jimmy, so here's my challenge to you. All right, and I'm gonna put this, so I'm taking notes on my OneNote and putting some new action items or challenges for the month.
okay.
All right. I want you to have a pipeline of active working households of 10 active working households that you're working on for the
10.
month.
Okay.
Yep. And as they go out, you fill one with back. I want you to always be working on at least 10 prospects.
Okay. Quoting,
Mhm.
home, auto,
Yeah, whatever
life.
it is. Even if it's
Okay.
just a life policy, it's a renter's policy, it's a household.
Okay.
So 10 active current prospect households that you're working on per month,
Okay.
like all the time.
Okay. So it's always, yeah. I just need to get out, and then once I have the quote done, then it's
And an active, one that you're approaching, so you can have like a, a list of, hey, here's who I've contacted and here's how I've contacted them. Here's where they are in my follow-up process. So that's like you're trying to generate leads, with that. Um, and from your natural market, right? So you have that, and then once they respond, then they pop into your prospect wheel, like right
okay.
now they're part of my 10 because
Okay.
I'm actually in communication with them.
Okay. Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, now I got business cards and handing them
So I
out.
should be able to at any time come in here and say, hey, show me your spreadsheet or whatever, however you keep it,
Mhm.
of you, the people, the prospects that you've contacted, you've reached out to,
Okay.
outgoing, approach, I would say.
Gotcha. And how do I put it into the system in here into a spreadsheet? Like just use it. What I've been doing is using Planner to try to just like, okay, here's my
That's what you would
to-do.
show me, whatever
That's
system you
okay.
use.
Because that way it's easier for me or the files. Like
Yeah.
here's all the files because I still have the prospects and all their data and all their quotes are into a file.
Yeah, then you show me
Okay.
the file.
Okay. Okay.
And you would say, well,
That way.
and I might say, well,
So,
right, show me one of the prospects. Where are they? At what point? What number of contact are they? Well, they're my third contact, and I'm sending them a text next.
gotcha.
It's just that helps you to be organized, which I know you are. Like from what,
Trying. I'm getting better now that I have one place instead of me running around, but now I need to be running around quoting, not running around servicing, learning how to do all this stuff on here. Is I think there's the green light servicing is going to be there, and I just need to utilize um the billing and all that other stuff that's taking up time. That's yeah,
I'm just making notes.
yep. No,
Um, I want to hear some good news.
um, my daughter's going to come up to Oregon that and bringing the baby and
Yes.
yeah,
How
and
long is she gonna be here?
a week. So there's a concert, a country concert that they're coming here for, and we get to be glorified babysitters,
Good.
which I'm really
No,
looking
yeah.
forward to.
I feel like I'd take that.
Yeah, so let's see. Here's yeah, the ones that I've been reaching out to. So there's one, two, three, four, five. Oops, oops. Nope, four. I don't know what best. Oh, best was and Todd, like, yeah, because I'm trying to get his son to get his own life insurance because he's in the Navy SEALs.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm left in lingo, and I guess I just need a better system to follow up. Like,
No, that's my point.
is
All right, so if I look at here and I see all of those prospect folders,
okay,
where are you with each one of those as far as what is, if I said, this is the way my brain works, it's
yep,
very process oriented. If I said, how many contacts do you have with I won't say Bruce,
yeah,
Keith,
Bruce, Keith, which one's Keith?
right below Bruce, right here.
Uh,
Or Kevin, sorry.
Kevin.
I can't
Oh,
read that.
Kevin, we're way too high. We're done. Like
Okay.
his prices.
So why is he still in your prospect folder?
I don't know. Where do I put him?
Well, you might put him in um,
Not
this is where
now.
in planner. Well, this is what you have to figure out. Okay, who am I keeping in this file? Like, are these just are
Yeah.
these define what's the criteria to have people in this folder?
So it's like
Prospects.
prospects. Yeah. So that's where I don't know. I need help. I've never organized people besides like I call them up
Prospects. So
and
this is as
you
far as
know,
you've gotten.
yeah, I've
All
gotten
right.
on there. And once they go in there, I don't know, like, okay, put them on the back burner to call them up. Like,
So here's what I would do. I would create a subfolder
okay,
under prospects.
up, new folder.
And it would be, I would have 12 of them and they would have January, February, March, April, May. So you don't have to do that right now,
Okay,
Jimmy,
but I'll
but
just do
yeah,
January.
January follow-up.
Okay. And then I'll move that, and then I'll just copy all of those through.
So here's my concept. All right. With Kevin, um, when did you say you would be back in contact with him? When is that?
His kids have too much of a speeding,
Okay.
like, and he's been dropped from USAA. Kids' records, just they're teenage drivers, 3 speeding tickets and one accident. So I don't know if that would be good for
Are the
you.
kids on his policy?
Yes,
Is he willing to split them off?
I don't
As a
know.
parent, there's no way I would have them on my policy.
Right. But it's seen that's the thing. If they're in the same household, they're supposed to be under the same policy. But
There is exceptions that can be made to get them if, like, let's say they found a policy for those kids at Progressive or whatever. There is a way that we can go ahead and write the parents,
not the kids.
not the kids.
Okay.
They have their own policy, that's
Separate from
separate.
theirs, add
Um,
another.
Underwriting may say we still have to rate for them. Anyway, well, that's a little complicated,
Okay.
right? So on that one, you still want to have a point of follow-up though. You
Okay.
want to stay in front of this
And then,
person,
right.
like do they need retirement planning? Do they need life insurance? Do they
Okay.
need home insurance? Like all of those things. Um, so when did you say, hey, you know what, let's just hold off for now?
Yeah, that was like a week.
Did you
Yeah.
quote anything else but auto?
No, I didn't. That was the biggest thing that he needed right now because I did mention about life
That doesn't
and
mean it goes away.
okay.
Yeah, so when are you following up with him on the rest of the stuff?
Well, I guess I will follow up in January and just make sure. Well, actually, just touching bases, seeing how
Yeah.
he's doing, and
So that's what it is, Jimmy. You're
okay,
saying when is your next point of contact,
gotcha.
right? So if you put him in the January folder, like you would just, because these are the ones you're active and working with,
Right.
right? And so this guy, if you're like, okay, he's not active right now, so you're gonna put him in January follow-up.
Gotcha. And then the
And so
same.
now if you click January fall, like January 1st, you're gonna double click on there and you're
There's
gonna have
Kevin.
him.
Gotcha.
And then wherever you would keep notes on what it is that or in your head, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you might keep some notes in Planner and also have something in Planner that, like, I don't know how you use Planner for this piece as well.
Yeah, what I've been doing, and that's where hearing how Nancy talked with that, what was his name? Stephen Sudi,
Steve
Sugai,
Sugai,
Sugai.
yeah.
I will set up an appointment to how to use that so it's in-house instead of me trying to figure it out and learn it where if I can just plug into a system that's already there. That's what I thought like Chris would show me like these. He showed me a little bit, but not like
Can you set in Planner? I don't know Planner at all, but can you set like I view it as like a tile, right? There's a to-do tile.
so. Yep. And when I went down, so I went down to Andy's office
Yeah.
in mid-morning and I was like, you know what? I just and sat by Matt and used a lot of Matt's info and how he did it because he was here and then I actually copied exactly how they are using, how he's using it. And so he has on Planner, my plans is So what I started doing is more as of a digital copy is training tips, how to. So I always have, and then I have an auto. Oops, let me see. How do I open that up? So Billy Sue is who I need to follow up. What I'm knowing, I changed that, like on the servicing, her emails, my point of contacts, so forth and so on. Um, but I guess my thing is to do canceled all of these pre-laps. I just entered those in, but I haven't done anything by putting people in those
Mhm.
categories yet. Prospects quotes. So I guess that's the one that I need to do is add everybody into there so I know and then put a due date onto planner that will come up so I don't forget it.
Here's what I see happening is you're duplicating work.
Right.
Because what you're gonna do in planner,
I
you
could
have
just did
set
it
up
on the
with,
file
right,
on the,
I want you to pick one.
okay. I think this one's easier because then I can get access to it without getting online.
So you, whatever choice
This
you
one.
make,
Okay.
then start that transition over to, if, are you saying you're gonna
So,
use planner?
well, I don't know. I think,
Because you're doing the same thing.
yeah, I don't want to keep on doing the same thing and
No.
wasting time.
So what are the things that my plans, like what
Yes,
I see in there is all these, it's the same here. You've set it up in Outlook. And now you're gonna duplicate the same thing in planner. So which one are
gotcha.
you gonna use every day?
I think probably this one would be the easiest. And having it, like you said, a January, February, March, all of those sequences, and then I will roll them back up and then putting little notes. But the thing is, I can't put notes on here. Well, I guess, yeah, I can't. I don't know if you can you put notes on the files to follow up?
Well,
Like
maybe
I
you'd have
can
to
on
create like a
a
OneNote or
document.
a document or something like that. So this is what you're, the need that you created in Outlook or in OneDrive, right?
Right.
Is the planner is the answer to that,
Okay.
in all
So,
honesty.
yeah, and so I'd rather use Planner, then that will be easier because then I can
Because it
schedule
won't change.
dates
Yes, yes, yes.
as opposed to now I'm like limited on this resource on here.
So on your my plans, I saw prospect slash close.
Right.
I also saw follow up, right? So under follow up, if you date your follow up with Kevin, you would date
Oh,
it.
yeah. So follow up. Yep. And this one I've done. So I guess I got to complete.
Can you sort it based on date?
That is not sure. Filters, due date.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so I could follow up on the auto. Um, I guess this would be the ultimate system because this will be so much more than what
Yeah. Oh yeah.
OneDrive can do.
Oh yeah.
Jeremy said that Planner's going away on the new, um, with all the changes. Is that
How
not
does
so?
Jeremy know that?
He says he's all, I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
guess
don't,
he assumed, gotcha.
with
Or they're changing,
Salesforce.
yeah, they're changing it and he's on it might not commingle with each other
Well,
on
I
that.
would cross that bridge when
Okay,
it comes.
okay.
Um,
Because when I saw Andy's guys, that's how they had everything, or how Matt has it. He's all, nope, everything on Planner. They have like customer quotes in their file, like their OneDrive, that in there, but not all the notes that they have in here. And that's where it's like, okay, those notes are helpful because I can copy the email, I can write my response, and I can just keep an ongoing tab on John Doe and an ongoing tab on this one and then make the changes out in there.
so you're, if we go back, Jimmy, like you're, imagine coming into the office at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Hmm.
You're like, okay, what am I doing for me tonight? Am
Right.
I, so it goes back to your organization, but when you get to your time block, let's just say you have a time block on your calendar that says, prospecting. All right, so what does that look like? Does that mean out of the office? Does that mean, okay, on Mondays, the prospecting, I'm following up on quotes. I
Okay,
am in that prospecting, it should be, hey, in the month of September, here's the 10 people that I need to follow up on that I didn't win before, but I set September as a follow-up with them.
okay,
So I mean that you need to be able to come in and click a plan or click a button
right. That
and know what you're working on to try and
okay,
bring in new business.
okay. Yeah, no, and that's what I have not done. And yesterday on that Teams, what they did is they have an early morning, like I was on that conversations with
The producer,
the
yeah.
producer, which was really good because it was like, okay, yep, she does this every day. Boom, is this, and it was like, okay, in the mornings they do their learning, which is great because I'm better earlier. I can learn, get up before. I'm better earlier than later in the day. And I just gotta, yeah, implement and do that and stick to my schedule because I've been still a little sporadic, but yeah, treat it as like, okay, these are the hours, like you said, the time blocking.
Okay, I'm putting transition your OneDrive to planner
Okay,
in whatever, or like, Jimmy, has to make sense for you. The way your
right.
brain works, what would be the easiest way so nothing falls through the cracks? That's the main goal. At the end of the day, your commitment is that no prospect that you've quoted or talked to falls through the cracks and you never talk to them again. So
Okay,
you have to have, I call it a tile. You have to have a to-do, an action for every prospect. What does that look like?
okay. That's I'm
And so for Kevin, let's just use Kevin again as an
okay.
example. What's your next step with Kevin?
Just checking in, making sure that hey, he's got the coverage, and then letting him know that hey, if you guys are if you're trying to insure them, well, maybe Progressive, or if you haven't gotten in, then also maybe to look at life insurance for them because the kids are young and
Well, I thought whoever that kid is would not be insurable. They would,
oh, for
oh
life
yeah,
insurance because of speeding. Oh, because of okay,
that's why they need his driver's license, because they'll run an MVR.
even for the life insurance. Okay. Well,
They'll get declined.
just because of the risk of
Risk,
yeah, of
reckless
what is
driving.
yeah, speeding and
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Well, making sure and letting them know now I'm starting to hit on those points of letting them know who does your 401k or how does that are you set on there? Do you want
yeah.
another set of eyes? Because I have a team
Well, it's just
member.
explain. I mean, it's saying, hey, I thank you so much for giving me the chance to quote your auto. I know,
Right.
you're in a unique position with that right now, with the obstacle of your son's driving record.
Hmm.
Um, but they're also, I want to make sure that you use me as a resource. Like I'm a huge resource when it comes to putting together life insurance plans for my clients.
Okay.
Helping my clients get connected to a financial advisor for retirement planning. Like I want you, if that comes along, and I'll check with you periodically, like you're on my prospect list. I'm gonna get you one
Right.
way or the other on one of these products, right?
Right.
Because if you don't have anyone helping you with that now, everyone should have someone helping them with
Okay.
making sure they have enough life insurance in place, whether it be at work or their own policy on their own
Okay.
policy. And also everybody needs help with, am I doing the right thing for my retirement?
All
You
right.
know? And then who insures your home?
Okay.
Those are just those things,
Just
where you're just planting seeds. You're like, hey, I'm just planting seeds right now. I have you set to follow up in January.
okay.
All right, so just expect a call in January, a contact, and I'm gonna bring all this up again. All right,
Okay.
because I want you to see me as the resource for all of these needs that you have. We not realize it or want to attack it right now, but I'm here for you and I want you not to forget that,
Okay.
right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then he,
And
and then you
that's
put him in January, or you put a tile on there for follow-up on auto or whatever it is. And
Right.
then you note, here's what I told him and blah, blah, blah. So,
Okay. Yeah.
so then he doesn't fall through the crack.
Right. I think that was the number one thing is so many people were following through because I was using I wasn't using one consistently and the
Well, you
file
haven't
folders.
them, I wouldn't say they're falling through.
Yeah.
You've captured them,
Right.
but what is your next step with each one of them?
Okay. And just putting that into my notes and into
Define
the,
it.
right.
So then you're set up for when that time frame comes around,
Okay.
it pops up and you're like, oh, today is February 7th. I need to, I need to call this guy because I told him 6 months ago that I would do that in
Right.
February.
Okay.
So you're setting it, forget it, right?
Right.
If he's not part of your 10 households that you're working on actively,
Okay.
he should have a defined time of follow-up. Everybody should, right?
Got it. Yeah. No, and I mean, yeah, that's on me. I have not been following up. I've been going there, learning, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, getting overwhelmed and trying to learn the systems and learn the
Mhm.
processes, all this stuff. And then it's like, yeah, it's because I have Nick and other people like Nick, a different Nick, like I couldn't beat his auto and home, but his life insurance. And now it's like, okay, let's come like have round two conversation because he was interested in it. But now it's like, okay, well, let's sit down and get the
Mhm.
application going. And then at
Yeah.
least this way it starts the process.
Mhm.
So I can end with Hawken and a few other kids. I just need to be more direct and say, okay, hey, here's how it is. Just like when I'm coaching, because I think I'm lacking the confidence in this era right
Well,
now. And that's,
you can also, like when you mention Hawken, right? I'm assuming it's a young
yeah,
kid,
he's the Navy SEAL.
right? Okay.
And
Um, you can approach also from that coach standpoint of, hey, I'm teaching you how to take care of your household. I'm gonna teach you
right,
how to do that. All
right,
right. And it's by being diligent with having things in place in case the unknown happens, right?
right,
So I'm going to teach you how to be committed to your word, where you follow up. I'm committed to mine, so if I tell you I'm going to follow up, I'm going to follow up.
right,
It's just teaching about life, teaching about finances, teaching about budgeting. I mean, all these things that kids don't get taught.
right.
And part of it is how to be professional and have a conversation with a professional that is trying to help you. And to stay true to, if you say you're gonna call me back, you call me back.
Right.
You know, I'm making
Yeah.
all that up,
No, no,
right? You know what
no.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you could
a
approach it
hundred
that way
percent.
too, and saying, hey, I'm not just trying to sell you something.
Right.
I'm actually trying to help you to be prepared for the future.
Yeah. Well, everything that I've said, it coincides with everything that I've done.
No,
Building life skills through fitness and martial arts. Well, now it's still life skills through financial and retirement.
yeah,
It's another protection in your other areas of life that you
yeah,
need. I mean, this is one part. This is one part of life, but now this other one. And I can go with that coaching because everybody knows me as a coach.
yeah. It's you coincided to, hey, I want to help you get this taken care of while you're young. All right. How many people came to you at the gym and were like, oh, I should have done this years ago,
Mm,
you know,
right,
or I should have done it before I got beat up.
right,
It's heading it off at the pass and saying, I'm trying to prepare you. So then you don't have to, get back to me 20 years in the future and saying,
right,
oh, Jimmy, I wish I would have taken your advice,
right.
you know.
Yeah, and that's where yeah, I feel like I'm lacking, and I don't know why lacking the confidence because I don't know the products like I should know them.
But give me a situation where you have somebody's asked you something you didn't know.
Um, let's see. Oh, how much? Well, here on this conversation, he's all, I don't know how much should I pulled up. I was all, hey, how quick question, what amount of life insurance? Um, 500K or lower to the amount that you want. He's, I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that. I was like, no problem. Let's start with the higher amount and then go from there. And then we can always reduce it. And then we just he fell through the cracks. I didn't follow up with that. And then waiting back from him. I was like, there's some questions I need to go over there on the phone with you. And then we were scheduling. I called him. He was working, couldn't answer. Because that application, I should fill it in as I'm going through it. Kind of what we did with Sonia, but it's going to be because he's down in California, but his home is here in Oregon. Um,
So here's my question to you. And you know me, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Why did you ask him how much he wants?
I don't know.
You're the expert.
Okay.
So you have lots of ways to uncover how much he needs by the questions you ask him, right? We went over through those. How do most of my clients use life insurance?
Right.
So the trust, I can imagine that the trust he has in you by the way that he responded to you is very low. Because you said how 500 or we can go lower, and he says, I don't know anything about this.
Hmm.
Probably what he wanted to continue with is, you're the advisor, you tell me how much I
Gotcha.
need.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's probably why he's like, I don't know. I don't
Right.
know.
It was 26
You're gonna see me. I don't know.
right. That
So
is that
maybe
is
a
true.
better approach would have been, hey, here's here's what I suggest we start with.
Okay.
Lead. Don't
Um,
ask him.
okay.
Don't ask the prospects what they want to do.
Okay.
Lead them through. That's why they're using you. You are the leader in
Okay.
this conversation.
Okay.
So I want to go back to when you say you feel like you don't know enough about the products. Is that just a feeling
It's
or is that reality?
reality. I want to know, where do I find them? Like, how do I go about, so I'm not just talking out of my ass, pardon my French, but I want to know exactly, like, and I'm so information overload where I don't know where to find it. Everything's on
Like,
click to
give me an
know.
example of,
Like, where do I find, how do, how do I go through, a life quote? Like, what are the steps, like, on click to know? Where do I find that resource? Because I don't want to be relying on people anymore, because that
you
schedule,
mean have you walk through and present a life quote?
yes. And do I have access to going back through all of our training? Because when we were in the training, they went through it so quick, but it was just like, it was an hour, and it was like, oh, on to the next one. And then it was like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
where do I go and get those resources to understand those?
So let's just say a simple term policy, right? A
Hmm.
quote. What do you need to know in order to present that?
I guess the,
I think my gist is that I think you already know how to present a term life quote. I think you do. You don't think you
I
do?
don't think I do. I don't feel confident in it. Like, and that's what I'm lacking, is that's what's probably holding me back. Because as soon as I know, like, what to do, I have no problem. Like, most challenging part for other people is to talk to people. I'm not afraid of talking to any stranger, but I want to know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. I've never, like, Chris is always fake it till you make it. I was like, I can't. That's not in me.
So I get what he's saying. I don't think he's saying fake it till you make it. I think he's saying just do it and you will learn as you go. All
Gotcha.
right. And you'll realize how much you do already know.
Okay.
So I'm getting on to my calendar because we're spending some more time on this. Do you have, what does your day look like tomorrow?
tomorrow before 11, there's a auto conversion, and then I'm gonna start prospecting in the afternoon, or I could do that in the morning, go to a couple other places and start handing out cards.
Okay, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Are you open?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna send you an invite. It'll be virtual
Okay.
and you're gonna present a term quote to me.
Okay.
Cause I'm gonna prove to you either you really don't know how to do it and we're gonna fix that. Or I'm
Okay.
gonna prove to you that you already know how to present it and I'm just gonna help you with some language.
Okay.
I don't want you to overwhelm yourself with you thinking that you don't know when I think you know more than you think you do.
All right. Well, on some stuff, like yeah, and Todd, like the Hawkins' stepfather, and I told him because now his daughter's in Hawaii, and I was like, yep, she needs to get on the life insurance as well. I mean,
Mhm.
here's a prime example of my kids, Davy and Annalise, the twins, and I just told him my story. Son's here, and because he was in an accident, his rates went up just
Mhm.
because it showed that he was on some drugs compared to my daughter
Mhm.
that wasn't. And I was like, it's prescribed, but that accident, I mean, we never know what life happens. And Davy
Mhm.
was an elite, like, and he's still working through the pains. I was like, now it's like how fast things can
Yeah.
change on there. So, yeah, just following up with them
Mhm.
and using Planner to
Yeah.
follow up as opposed to having those other like documents for quoting
Mhm.
for like actual data or change summary or whatever those using the OneDrive for that, but
Mhm.
having the follow-up task on
Yeah.
Planner.
That makes sense.
That way it's not, I'm not commingling those two, but this is going to be my bread and butter where every day I know what I'm going to be doing
Yeah.
on there.
So we're gonna spend some time tomorrow.
Okay.
Here's what I am hearing more and more of, and I'm not putting you in this, I'm just saying
No,
with other agents that aren't writing life insurance. I'm peeling back the onion on the reason why.
right.
Why aren't they writing it? And what's coming to the surface, Jimmy, is I don't know the system.
Yeah.
I don't know about an IUL. I don't, and I'm
Right.
like, oh, that's it? You know, like
Right.
let's fix that.
Okay.
That's fixable,
Right.
right? Completely fixable. So I want you to have
Yeah.
the confidence that you do know.
Right.
Like a life term
Yeah,
policy
I
is
do. I
very
mean, I
simple.
know a little term is the easiest one. The whole
Yeah.
life and the IULs, I don't know because,
Well, I'm gonna tack that into
okay.
it, right? That's complicated.
Yeah.
Whole life, that's not complicated either.
Yeah.
You just need to like, let's go through it on how to present an illustration, what to look for, what your clients might ask you about. Why would somebody want, a whole life cash value in the future? What, all of those things.
Okay.
So
And these are
that's,
the folders that I started and then bringing up was, sorry, I just want to, and these you guys were throwing away, so I took them.
Yeah.
And I was,
take it over.
so I was like, I created, well, everything from auto, home, umbrella, and then how to do a car appointment
Okay,
on here. And then also for me to just kind of, and then some life commercial. And I guess this is the thing I need to understand because I don't think if I can compete with everybody's auto right now, but I think I could compete with the life insurance,
mhm,
become the life expert more than the auto and home insurance, you know. And it's once I get it, like I put down like my own little cheat sheet
yeah,
notes, but then systems on where I need to go by when they were in the training and Joe was like, okay, here's the things that I need to know. And I guess I just need to put in the time to study an hour in the morning or 45 minutes like they were doing
yeah,
and commit to becoming a life expert
mhm,
on this, the auto and home and not be caught up on all the servicing side and just forward that to some of the billing and some of the other resources that
yeah,
I can use with country until I get a staff
yeah.
person.
So,
Um,
I gotta get in with Austin real
Yeah.
quick.
At least that was 2 for 1, see?
Did you hear the news yesterday about Lori?
No.
So Lori is resigning.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness.
September 27th.
Oh, wow.
So she's resigning after, I mean, she's 20 plus years, right? She has a huge business.
Yeah.
She has her 2 staff. So, and she's just gonna be a financial advisor.
With
Like
not for
virtual,
oh,
not with
not
country, virtual financial advisor with, another firm.
wow.